Hi everybody, it's Brian with Buffalo Beer Reviews. Today I had something lined up which was going to be a friend of mine who does home brewing to wrap up Buffalo Beer Week. But that fell through due to some CO2 tank issues. So in lieu of my home brewing companion, I am going to go over not a Buffalo brew, but another beer. Today we have the Hugh Malone Belgian Style IPA from Allagash. They're out of Portland, Maine. This is a Belgian IPA right from their website. Hugh Malone begins with a grain bill featuring a blend of Maine-grown barley, imported Pilsner, and raw wheat malt. At the beginning of the dry runoff, they add a portion of hops to the sweet wort in the kettle, a technique that's known as first wort hopping. As the boil begins, a generous amount of Chinook hops are added for bittering later. Later in the whirlpool, the beer is hopped with a blend of Centennial and Amarillo for aroma. The same blend is used post-fermentation to lend additional hop character to the finished beer. The result is a complex brew with a malty palate, intense hop aromas, pronounced bitterness, and a pleasantly dry finish. From the different types of hops used at the different stages of the brewing, I'm going to expect this to be heavy on the hop presence. I've had some beers where they played around with the adding of the hops in the different stages of the beers, and it has lended to a pretty dry aftertaste as well. So let's get this into a glass and see what it looks like. Again, this is the Allagash Belgian Style IPA. So right off the bat, you can see it's a cloudy, hazy, light pale yellow, IPA. There's just ever so slight hints of like a golden characteristic. It's well carbonated, very small bubbles which have stuck around on the head, which is nice. Woo! This is all sorts of complex when it comes to the aroma. You can definitely smell the hops, and by no means am I any sort of expert at differentiating which hops I smell, but there's definitely a hops presence. But you also get this lemon zest, like the citric fruit notes as well. It smells really good, I'm not gonna lie to you. So let's take a sip of this monster and see what it's all about. I don't know what to expect. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know if you guys have ever had an Allagash brew before. I've had many of the Allagash. And the reason why I keep going back to the Allagash is the quality of the brews is just, it's second to none. And if it is second, it's something even better than what they produce. And you get that same well-brewed beer in this beer. Right off the bat, you can tell it's a well-made IPA. It is clean, it's crisp. So you have this, you have the aroma with the zest and the hops, and that goes right into the mouth, right into the nose. You can taste a couple of different hops playing with one another. You can also taste yeah, it's like this citrusy sort of flavor to it. have a little bit of like a peppery aftertaste, which is really good. It kind of gives you that nice aftertaste, which is pretty cool. There's some floral notes that I can't really put a finger on. Yeah, some different floral, hoppy, citrusy sort of flavors in this IPA. I forgot to mention that it's 7.7 alcohol by volume. I didn't get an IBU noted on this. I'd say it's somewhere up in the mid-range for an IPA. This isn't too terrible, bitter-wise. Yes, it's creamy. It's got a slightly dry finish with the hops and with that peppery sort of flavor, and it invites you to have another taste, and it's really good. You can already start to see the scaffolding on the residue on the glass. That's always a nice sign of a well-made beer. Yeah, this came in a 4-pack from Consumers here in town, and this is a great beer. Highly recommend it if you guys are out shopping today. So this has been my little look at the Allagash Belgian Style IPA. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Leave me a thumbs up or some comments. Let me know if you'd like to see a specific beer in the future. I'll try to get it on the video for you. And until next time, guys, cheers.